My name is Bill Varner. I'm President and Executive Director of the United Way of Central Virginia. So we serve a market that includes the city of Lynchburg and the counties of Amherst, Appomattox, Bedford, and Campbell. There's about 240,000 people in that area. We know from the statistics that we gather that we touch about 60,000 lives in that market area every year. So that's 1 in 4 members of the population who benefit from the services that either we provide directly or that one of our agencies in their 38 programs provides. We also know that 1 in 6 children in our community are food insecure. That's about 8,000 children in our market, total of about 33,000 children and adults who don't know where their next meal is going to come from. We provide programs that help meet that need as well. In addition, a lot of people know about the poverty rate. There's been a lot of publicity about that lately. In Central Virginia, the poverty rate's about 24%. But what many people don't know is that there is a segment of our population that actually is above poverty. They're employed, but they are not well paid and they struggle to make ends meet. That's another 24% of our market. So that's a total of 48% of all the households in Central Virginia that really struggle to make ends meet and have to make very difficult decisions each month about where to spend their money, what to buy, what not to buy.
When people ask me, why do I contribute, or why do you give money to the United Way, I think about the fact that how lucky we are as employees of BWXT, the fact that we have fantastic jobs, that allows us to have a home, allows us to have vehicles, we get to go on some vacations every now and then, so we got food on our table, we've got our basic needs met, and there's a lot of people out there who don't have those basic needs, and so by me giving my money to the campaign, I'm hoping that I can make someone's life a little better and help the entire Lynchburg area.
Corporate Keystone Partners are one of the most important things that we have as a fundraising organization, and is very unique to us. I should point out that BWXT, in addition to the funding that they raise for us, BWXT is one of our Corporate Keystone Partners. Through the Corporate Keystone Partners, these are 27 organizations that have said, we so support the mission of the United Way that we will pay for all of your overhead. We'll pay for salaries, we'll pay for your building, we'll pay for electricity. It's actually a fairly low number, but because they're able to do that, we can then tell donors, every dollar that you donate will go directly to a program that we support. We don't take any overhead away from what an individual donor gives or from what a corporate donor gives. 100% of that dollar stays whole, and that's very unique for any fundraising organization.
When you visit the agencies that the United Way supports, you quickly understand how the money you give impacts the local area that you live in. Money is provided for the elderly to buy meals for them that they can't get for themselves. Socialization occurs for the isolated elderly that can't get out because the agencies go and get them involved in activities. Homes are cooled and heated because money is provided for housing upgrades. So it's very easy to see that we can impact and be the change just really outside of our front doors.
There's several different ways that you can specify exactly where you would like your money to be directed. Many donors opt to let us make that decision because we're very familiar with the agencies that we support and the programs that they run and what the community needs are. And we have a very thoughtful process that we go through. It's run by community volunteers and they make recommendations for where that money goes. If, on the other hand, you have a single organization or multiple organizations where you really say, I would like all of my donation to go to just these 1 or 2 organizations, you can specify that on your pledge form, and we will take care of that. There's no fees associated with that, no additional processing fee or anything of that sort. You just list the name of the organization that you'd like us to send the money to, and we'll do that. One last option that we have available this year is if you don't necessarily have a specific organization, but you have a general cause that you're interested in supporting, like health, education, income, or basic human needs. You can also say, I would like for all of my donation to go to one of those causes, and then we will distribute that money to organizations that support those specific causes.
I give to United Way because I feel as though it is the proper thing to do. I was blessed to have an auntie who received several services from United Way. She particularly received a lot of things from the Lynchburg area on aging, the Meals on Wheels, and they actually brought out food to her. So it was at that time that I decided to give all that I could towards United Way, especially monetarily and as well as my time, because giving to United Way helps me to make a difference.
Hi, I'm Bob Ostrowski. I'm this year's United Way chairman. I hope that you'll join us in the upcoming week. We've got our campaign kickoff this week, and we're going to do a lot of exciting things. We've got raffles going on. We have ice cream days, and so really hope you'll join us and participate in the United Way this year. I did want to mention a couple of things, though. So I got some feedback from some of the employees about the United Way that I thought maybe I could address real quick. One of them is employees have stated that they really don't know where the money that they contribute goes to. And so I wanted to tell you that we've got about 50 volunteers this year on the United Way committee, and we've had the opportunity to go out and actually see where our money goes to. So the money that we contribute, and I talk about the money, it's the employee money, not the money the company gives towards the United Way overhead costs, but it's actually the money that you and I both give as part of our contributions. And we were able to go and see 3 organizations this year, and we got to see people receiving benefit from those monies. And some examples of that were like Meals on Wheels. We watched them unload and get ready to transport hundreds and hundreds of meals across central Virginia, as far away as Halifax, Nelson County. So it was amazing. These were people who were just wheeling them out in carts. So we see people getting food. We were able to visit another agency where they have a fleet of vehicles, and they provide transportation for people just to get to the doctor or to get to physical therapy. So some basic medical needs were being met. And the last one we saw was people receiving legal aid. And when you think about those, to help them with dealing with evictions and housing issues, and so you think about what they're receiving. It's food, it's medicine, and it's shelter. Some basic needs. And so I really encourage you to participate this year. Join in, give a few dollars. Look forward to seeing you this week during the campaign. Thanks again.
Jubilee was a staple in our community in Madison Heights. My sons went there, all of my friends went there. They were very supportive. I wasn't a single mom, but they still gave us that powerful male role image that my sons needed. Also, United Way has helped with some of our church members with Meals on Wheels, giving them rides, also giving them different things to do with the different area-owned agencies in Amherst as well as Lynchburg.